Hi, this is Chris Marvin Performance. We're just doing a cold start on our GTX 2867 Dodge Stealth RT Turbo project. You can see here right now that our coolant temp is 61 degrees and our air temp is 57. And so, along with the flex fuel content of 63%, you can tell that this car is running E85. And so we're going to do a moderately cold start, first start of the day, and just see how it does. See there, pretty good. Did not fire off instantaneously, but really that's pretty good for E85. Probably about what you can expect with some tuning. You can notice that it fired up and it did not stall or anything like that, and it immediately settled into an acceptable idle. You can see here that it is a little bit rich right now, but as it warms up and the coolant temperature increases, that's going to decrease. Very steady vacuum, things like that, great oil pressure. So I would call that a success. This is on FIC 1650 high impedance fuel injectors, an AEM Series 2 EMS, both of which we sell on the website. These are also AEM X Series widebands. We have one on each bank. We also sell these on the website, and so we encourage you to take a look at that. Great widebands. They have a very nice screen, very large. They also have very fast speed. These are LSU 4.9 instead of 4.2 Bosch type sensors, and so they react a little bit quicker. We're actually running these in the stock type of O2 sensor locations, one on each bank, and we've been doing that for several years without any problems. So that's been working great for us. Here's just a picture of AEM tuner showing the car running here. See right there, responds great even when it's cold. And yeah, so you can get a great, maybe not stock start, but a really good start. You should not be cranking all day with your standalone EMS. If you are, just need some tuning, and I would recommend getting the fuel map correct first. So once you do get the car to fire, get it heated all the way up, tune your fuel map, tune your idle, and then you're going to want to go ahead and let it cool off a little bit at a time. Rather than trying to start cold over and over, what we can actually do is let it warm up fully and then maybe let it cool down 20 minutes and then see how it starts, and just keep doing that, maybe 20 degrees at a time, and that is going to help you really define your start or your flex start. So here you can see the Flex Start tab. We are running the Flex Fuel workspace on our EMS, and you can see here our startup values. And so basically, every 20-25 degrees, you have some different startup values, some different warm-up enrichments, and all these need to be tuned. Although you can interpolate between two set of known data points, we find it's easiest just to let the car warm all the way up and then slowly allow it to cool and restart from there, and then you're going to have very good results. You're a lot less likely to flood the car out that way as well. I will also note, if we pull up the main tuning tab here, it's critical that you get this region correct here, kind of this area here, from no load and up to maybe 1500 RPM. If that fueling is incorrect, or if like one section of this is way off, you're never going to get quality starts, and it's just going to struggle. It's going to start, it's going to die, that sort of thing. So you can see here we actually have a little bit of a bulge right here. That's really what the car wants. If I hold the car in that area, once it's fully warmed, it does need that. And without that, you'll notice your start will come down at a diagonal here on the screen, and it may hit a lean spot and actually die. And so you do need to get the fuel map very close before you start working with anything. You can see here overall the idle's pretty solid. We're running stoic now. We tend to idle about 14.7 to 15:1. It's really quite solid, really good running. Could maybe ironed out just a little bit, but for the most part, this thing idles great. We're just about ready to take this out on the road, so hopefully we'll have some more videos in the future. Thanks so much for checking this out. I thought this would be useful to show that your startup on an EMS, particularly the AEM Series 2, doesn't have to be hard to start. And also, even if you're running E85 at relatively low temperatures, it's still going to be able to start really good. We're going to wait till it gets a little bit colder out and try some lower temperatures. But I anticipate we're still going to have reasonable starting down to about 40 degrees. You start getting lower than that, and it may take a few more attempts or a little more time to start. But at 50, 60, 70, whatever degrees that you're going to encounter, you shouldn't really have too much trouble once you get it tuned. So thanks a lot. Please check out the AEM products on our website, rvengeperformance.com, particularly the X Series widebands and our AEM Series 2 EMS.